Hi, I'm David from TopGear Singapore, and we have the new Land Rover Defender 90 with us today. In fact, I brought it here to show my friend, a big Land Rover fan, Mervin, who is the co-founder of Strangers Reunion. Hi, Mervin.
Hi, David.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How's things going?
Good.
Hey, I
Thanks
thought you
for
had
bringing the car down.
Yeah, I thought you had a lot more Land Rovers than this.
Yeah, I've had a few over the years, but I just sold my 110, so it's good to see how the 90 compares to the 110.
Ah, great stuff.
Yep.
And you have an original 90 as well, right?
I have a TD590 as well.
Nice.
So 5-cylinder old diesel model, so
Nice.
it will be good to compare
Okay.
space-wise and performance-wise.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be following Mervin around on what would be a typical workday for somebody who owns a couple of cafes around Singapore, with the added benefit that he's going to be able to tell us everything he knows about Land Rovers. Because don't forget, he's gone through at least 5 cars over the past 10 years. And now let's get the show on the road.
So a fridge always lives in my car because deliveries nowadays with COVID, and always have to be ready to do deliveries. Luckily, there's a plug in the back of the Defender.
What was your very first Land Rover?
Defender 90. Defender 90 TD5. Just as they came out with the Defender Puma, I got an older model because it's more affordable and it's cheaper. Yeah, so I do overland more than I go off-road, because off-roading you need a lot of friends, you need time, and days out in the jungle without cell phone coverage is a bit not so convenient for a business owner. My first stop of the day is at Columbus, here to meet Daphne, who is the owner of the cafe, and I'm here to pick up some cakes from her. Hi Daphne.
Hi Mervin.
Alright, so this is Daphne, owner of Columbus and a few other cafes. So we are going to deliver cakes to some of my outlets. Follow us. Hey Daphne, do you want to drive?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
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 Alright, let's do this.
So do you like it?
Yeah, I got car, of course like that. I mean, it's very high though. It feels very high.
Yeah, but doesn't that make it easier to drive?
Yeah, it kind of does. You can kind of see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels actually quite light. And the steering quite light.
Then also got blind spot monitor.
Ah, okay.
You put it in the regular way, then the third seat is in the way.
I see.
Yeah, so this will
Ah,
be electronic.
right, okay.
Yeah. Thanks for delivering the cakes.
Thanks for letting me drive the car.
Like when you were young and you drew a car, it looks like a Land Rover lah. So then when I grew up and I could afford one, that was the car that I've always wanted to buy, and then I went out and bought one. So what I just did was I collected some sales reports from one of my shops, and then we'll go back and tabulate them into a proper sales spreadsheet.
Do you see a car like this as replacing your original 90, or do you see it as something you would add to your garage?
I think it complements the 90 very well. The 90, because it's got some years behind it, and it's more of a rough kind of car, I guess. So for events where I need to pick stuff up and not be afraid of scratching the car, where I need to park at the loading bay near to other lorries, I wouldn't be as afraid of doing that lah.
Thanks for today.
No problem. Thank you.
So how do you find the drive of the new car?
The car is good. Very good on-road behavior. So in my old Defender, I used to have to worry whenever I have to take the north-south highway, because trucks pass you at 130 and 140. So in the old Defender, the most dangerous part of the whole road trip is the north-south highway bit. After that, it's fine. But now I have ABS, I have blind spot monitoring, I have all these fancy things to safety things to keep me safe. So yeah, it's a very good car.
Cool. Well, I mean, we were supposed to sit here until the sun went down to enjoy a little bit of the sunset. But unfortunately, the weather isn't cooperating today. Thanks so much for the coffee and the beer and your time for today.
No problem.
See you again, man.
Yeah, see you when the weather is better.
Yeah.